Mike Arenda. I'm the author of America's First Freedom Rider, which is the story of Elizabeth Jennings and how she desegregated New York City's transit system 100 years before Rosa Parks, and thus gave rise to the early civil rights movement in New York City and in America. And what I'd like to do is read from the preface, which kind of goes into that, the reasons for that. And I call the preface Unheralded Labors. And I open it with a quote from Melville: "Truth uncompromisingly told will always have its ragged edges." And I'll just read a piece of it. This is the story of what happened that day. It's also the story about her family, the struggle for equality, and race relations. It's the history of America at its most despicable and its most exhilarating. Yet few historians know who Elizabeth Jennings was or what impact she had on desegregating the public transit system. Elizabeth Jennings' saga spans the breadth of American history, from the Revolution to today. The entire Jennings family used their skills to end slavery's grip on the nation. That grip couldn't have been stronger than it was in the 1850s. The Dred Scott decision, Roberts v. Boston, and the Fugitive Slave Act all painted a bleak picture for African Americans hoping to obtain their natural right to equal citizenship. The young attorney who defended Elizabeth, Chester A. Arthur, would become the 21st President of the United States. His fame brought a renewed interest in Jennings' old lawsuit. Unfortunately, rather than show how far the United States had come in its race relations, it illustrated just how far the country had fallen. Arthur and Jennings' lives paralleled and intertwined over the years before and after the trial that bound them together. The result holds a mirror to the norms of society that, to this day, values race and gender over all other attributes. Despite being born into poverty, Arthur rose to the highest office in the land. As a female of color, Jennings had to fight every day for some semblance of human rights. America's first freedom rider, Elizabeth Jennings, Chester A. Arthur, in the early fight for civil rights, brings together the cultural and historical events surrounding her life. It places national issues in the context of her time, her family, her story. It's an age not unlike our own, fraught with racism, partisan politics, and the struggles of marginalized groups to gain equal status. In an 1859 newspaper tribute that marked the passing of Elizabeth's father, Frederick Douglass wrote, "He was not an exception, but a representative of his class, whose noble sacrifices and unheralded labors are too little known to the public. This book is the total of many efforts over the years to bring those labors into focus as part of America's diorama, ragged edges and all." Thank you, and try the book. I think you'll like it.